All right, we're back, and last time we conquered some territory in Denmark. So we've got four. Denmark's got, I think, 11 counties de jure. Although I don't know if that's changed because I don't know how long they've had control of Norland here in the top. But hopefully, we're just a little bit away from usurping the Kingdom of Denmark. But today we're going to be focusing on their northern neighbor. Now we have several claims against Norway we could go after. Unfortunately, we can't go after all of them at once. So what we're going to do this time around is we're going to try to install a new leader of Nidaros. And we're going to do that not right this instant. We're going to do this after our feast. I did some stuff off screen regarding the dynasty and things like that. And one of the things I did was trigger a feast, because we hadn't done one of these in a while. And I am not a very popular guy. I think I was rejected by just about everybody. So we've got 32 members in our court. People want to kill each other. Bishop Harold got drunk. Got to imprison somebody. Somebody else got drunk. I improved my stewardship. Well, it looks like time to improve my diplomacy. Yeah, I always dislike the whole difference. Okay, well, do they need to be Welsh? Norwegian? Okay, they're not going to cooperate with us. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, Arthur, are you married to anybody at this point? Yeah, you are. Good. Okay, Magnus. Magnus is evidently a court uh, holy man kind of guy. Oh. All right, Magnus. You get to go bring in a woman from the great wild beyonds. You're 17. See if there's well, Lithuania would be interesting, but I don't really think that would accomplish much. That might accomplish something, though. Right. Strid. No, she doesn't want to be Scottish, which says to me she needs... Not Welsh. Edward, I just married you to somebody. James, we need James to be a warrior. So we're going to send him to the best. And here I said I actually did some cleanup off camera, and I guess I must have forgot to save it or something. All right, well, I think that should take care of that. All right, so large feast, success, 10th January, stop the clock. I accidentally married people off to too many other people. Galloway is full up. Of course, they have the Marshal in their territory. She explains why that's the case. You know, Moray, not quite there. But we're at 8,500 men. I think that'll be enough for what we're trying to do. So let us declare war on the Norway. It's a little bit more land than I thought we were dealing with here. Oh well. So the good news is, with our conquest in Denmark, we have about 3,000 men that we could potentially raise as reinforcements. $8,600. Sorry, how many men did we raise? 8,500. It works out. Okay, everybody to Argyle. Oh, Still got people accepting stuff that we did during the feasting season. That's one thing I don't like is misclicking. That seems to happen a fair amount, and all of a sudden you can send your army in the completely wrong direction. So, I mean, it's exciting. Again, I've got about 1,000 men there, 1,000 men over here, maybe 300. 300 from my son in Schleswig. Fortunately, we have to keep these boats around because it's the quickest way to get around Norway. Marching around Norway is just kind of no fun. You know, we got 8,600 men, and we're already hitting attrition, and it's late March. So, I mean, in theory, yeah, attrition just knocked us down to 5,778 men. That is some vicious stuff. Okay, Norwegian army here with 1,843 men. Don't know exactly where he's going. But I am thinking that there could be somebody who will show up to besiege our Danish holdings. Someone other than Denmark and their Lithuanian allies. Of course, those guys should be Sweden's Lithuanian allies. Okay, he's gaining stress regardless. Okay, now there's something. Baron. Okay, the Baron of Soderborg wants to kill his wife. I do not know why. It seems like a waste of time or effort. Well, you know, you can. That's odd. I'm pretty sure he's your husband. Okay, well, I don't want him to be gluttonous. Looks like we're hitting him with the stick. Of course, I'm doing this in the middle of being in campaign in Norway. So I'm wondering what kind of cell phone service I get here that I'm able to pull this off. Oh, good. Didn't help that I lost half of the expeditionary force to attrition on the first go. Okay, I'll keep. Oh, okay. We need to marry you to someone new. Ooh, I like the Duke of Barcelona. That sounds cool. I don't know. No, 7-year-old Duke of Skane. I'm not a big fan of. Okay, I'm assuming this is a good thing. Good. I'm glad they finally got rid of that King Hartman thing. It's like never made a lot of sense to. Swear to God, that's a father trying to kill his own son. Yeah, she was doing that earlier though. This is kind of fun. Okay, I don't know who Clarissant the Unfaithful is. Oh, so we're besieging the city of Trondheim, which answers the question of what's so important about Nidaros. Trondheim being an important port. Okay, I don't know where the Norwegian army is. The success that Sweden is having here and here suggests that. Okay. Well, I can't say that Mordred is the best uh, guy to send your kid to. Of course, his name is, of course, Mordred, the name of the evil son of King Arthur. So I'm not really, or at least the way he's portrayed in the stories. The historical Mordred has probably been lost to time and space. And okay, now Sweden is occupying more stuff. Okay, I see a 545 man Norwegian army that at one time could have been 9,000 men. Yeah, I'm well aware of that. I've got a 12,000 man army that's only 3,500 men. Okay. Got a 684 man Norwegian army here. I'm going to go run them off as soon as I'm done here in Nidaros. And since I need to besiege the place where they are anyway, I mean, that'll just make sense. Wait. So I just inherited somebody? Okay, I've got a Norwegian fleet. I think just moved somebody. Oh, Sweden has made peace with Norway. So they settled their war. I think a second force. Well, I thought they settled their war. What's going on here? Halsing and their army. Who are these guys? Okay, Yurik is... Okay. There they are. You guys want to tell me what happened to my fleet? Okay, I've got Hungarian army in my territory, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I also gave you orders to move. Kind of want a safe landing point. Okay, hold on. Finlay, 24. That's pretty impressive. 22. Okay, where's this guy going? Ah, good. He's gonna hang out around us. You guys just keep besieging until you run out of men. Then we'll bring you south. Okay, you know, it just feels weird not fighting Norwegian troops. Excellent. What are you? Halsingland. What is Halsingland? Is that a duchy? Headmark. Okay, we are currently in. Yeah, we're in non-model, so. Vastergotland. What? Where did this army come from? Just barely enough to besiege Halagaland with our current numbers of forces. Okay, I didn't realize we were on crusade for Egypt. I am concerned about this Norwegian army who is. We still have one more thing to besiege here. Okay, I feel like this is what we're fighting for, but maybe I'll just get stuck with a clunker of a deal here. Oh wow, no, we did. We got it. We got it. We got all of it. Okay. Geez, I was kind of getting, all of it's over but the sieging. I was kind of getting a little bit antsy. Now, the King of Norway is 21, so he's probably going to be alive for the next time. Assuming that she's still alive, which she is. Can't go to war against Denmark yet, so I don't think we can. Till 73 for Norway, 5 years for Denmark. So I got to keep my king alive to age 64, so he's at least old enough to press these claims that I've accumulated here. I love this weak claim on Leinster that I still have. But this looks awesome. I realized that we didn't take all that much land, but it looks cool. We also picked up some domain size from somewhere. Possibly because of because we improved our stewardship. Right, our son now has 2 kids. Melvin, who we need to make sure gets a balanced education. We don't really have a balanced educator at the moment, do we? Edwin wasn't bad. Jeez. And we also have Ustine. So congratulations to them on the 2nd child. Count Tord of Vestfold. I'm fascinated that this is part of Nidaros. Count Oysten. And of course our pal, who's now in charge of Trondheim. So let's okay, enemy troops in friendly territory. I hate it when I see that because what friendly territory are you referring to? Talking about those guys? Well, evidently it's a all right, so now it's time for another feast, right? We got to good, okay. All those armies are fine. These levies are fine, or this fleet is fine. I kind of feel bad for my chancellor because I lean on him for naval support. Of course, what I love most about this is it looks really impressive. It looks like I've really hit a big swath out of Norway. But really the most productive Norwegian counties are here, which is why the random appearance of Vestfold is welcome, but a little bit weird. Along with these counties here, that's where I think the most of the power of Norway comes. Now, strategic advantage, Finnmark is going to be important to us. Coming up. But the next Norwegian war that we're going to fire is certainly going to be down here in these areas. And we'll be able to draw on reinforcements from Nidaros. And we won't have to send our armies so far to the north and watch them get wiped out by attrition. Yeah, I'm threatening again. If you care about that kind of thing. But logically, with us at peace with Denmark and at peace with Norway, the only other Viking power that we have access to here is Sweden. And since we do have troops, or since we do have people in Scania, we actually do share a border with Sweden now. So it's not incredibly obnoxious for us to take over land that might be in Sweden. But I'm not exactly sure what, first off, okay, Valdemir's got 6,000 men that he can call upon. So that's a good thing to know. He's also a homosexual, which, we're not one to judge. It just means that it just explains why he's 28 and has no kids. I wonder what his wife is thinking at this point. Oh, this is interesting. We also have the option of imprisoning Duke Calian of Moray. Now, what is Duke Calian up to? And no, I'm not just interested in this because I have an extra spot in domain, and this would be an opportunity to sort of use it. Faction leader, Gavelkind succession in Scotland. Okay. That's probably not the reason. Quick check of technology, nothing new. Quick check of, well, I can't do any really important laws until 1295. We go for large taxation, but we don't really need to do that. What I need is to get high, I need to get the high thingy back, because if I ever lose primogeniture in Scotland, we are in big trouble. So, must be a plot. What kind of plot? Okay. That's not, but still, give you an idea of what I'm looking at here. I mean, Buchanan, with that 1,800 man levy, Ross 1406, Caithness only about 1,000. Buchan would be quite a score. As an additional county for the domain. It's also on the right side of the of Scotland, considering we're trying to send our troops from this direction. So, well, let's why don't we do that? We are going to try to imprison the Duke of Moray here, and if it doesn't work, then we will be fighting his rebellion next time. If it does work, then it's not going to be very exciting, is all I can tell you. Oh. Okay, so he evidently he did not want us to have a feast this year. And we'll bring our armies together. Well, no, can we get to Athol? We want to bring them somewhere. Let's bring them to Argyle, because they're pretty much guaranteed not to run into his armies by accident if they go there. So yeah, we're gonna run a little extra here. And oh, that's nice. See what he tries to besiege. Okay, this is the second time this guy has formed a defensive pact against me. I'm not really worried about that too much. Right, guys, come on, join up quickly so we can respond to whatever they do. Okay, he is going to Moray, so we will meet him there. We will raise the speed, because I realize that was part of our problem here. Oh, he's decided to move. He's decided to move to Gowrie. You know, Earl Peter, I don't think that's going to work out very well for you. Not a big fan of losing commanders in battle. But I just replaced the guy with the guy I've been training. So that's kind of cool. Okay. To Gowrie, dummy. We have to go liberate. We have to go liberate the home. Oh. Time out. We're about to go in with a flank undermanned. Not really good idea. If we get lucky, he might even catch him with this army. I don't know that'll be the case, though. No, we captured some other people. Okay, now I do not know if 1,000 men is enough to besiege anything in my territory. I do know they will try as soon as they are done shattered retreating. Oh, it could be enough to besiege Orkney. I hadn't thought about that. And also moving his boats around, so potentially trying to set that up. Okay, here they come, 1,000 men. Where are they going to go? Okay, those guys are very fickle about their defense packs. I'm excited about this. This war could hold over until our next war with Denmark, which is what I'd much rather. Okay, I'm being opposed again. I mean, I don't really have an angle against Sweden right now, except that it's just not Norway and not Denmark. Just dense. What I can do? Oh, slothful. Right. Beat him into action. Don't think it worked, but rationale behind that was to. Oh, God dang it! Why are you moving? Okay, he's evidently going to go walkabout, which is fine. Just have to besiege another holding in Buchan, and then right. I gained a diplomacy. I like how these boats keep showing up, like there's something for them to do. Giric Durin is probably right. He probably is a better marshal than my marshal, but that's the whole point of him not being the marshal. So I can use him as a field commander. Right now my marshal is training troops to help reinforce things. Okay, more messages. Everybody is forming stuff, unforming stuff. You know, we were. Why are we? I feel like we've been stuck on this for a while. All right, I am all for an advance in heavy infantry and legalism. Hold on. Really? Aren't you located? Yeah. Okay, you're insane. Okay, I have. Oh, I lost my spy master. Long live the Duke of Meath. Where would be an interesting place to study technology? How about the Norwegian capital? That sounds like fun. Maybe here in Sweden. Let's say I'm not really sure when that Casus Belli was ever. Mercia has risen in revolt here. Wait. I mean, unless somebody's got a... Any of you guys have a claim on Cumberland, perchance? I mean, I don't really want to grab anything that... No, nobody's got a claim on Cumberland. Well, they wouldn't tell me anyway. No, somebody's got a claim on something in the revolt realm. All right. Well, I'm hoping that we can finish this war. I mean, you know, I have got a running, you know, I got a 99% thing here now. So I need to go. I need to go chase that guy off to reset his siege. Lothian. Hi. You a favor, would you? There we go. Thank you. All right. So, with Buchan now in our possession and the Duke of Moray suppressed, we can be ready to continue our wars against Scandinavia and the Vikings next time, assuming there's not something really good that I find in England in one of these revolt territories. And I really doubt there is, because I don't want de jure conflicts with England in the future. So, with that having been said, I'll see you guys later.